All right, welcome back to episode 13.
Episode 13.
Anyhow, today we're going to be talking about Adventureland.
One of our favorite areas.
We say that so much.
Well,
we really love it. Oh, wait, we say that a lot too.
We can have favorites.
Okay, so.
Some people have lots of favorites. They wouldn't be a Disney product, but raindrops and roses.
Okay, so anyhow, Adventureland!
Adventureland!
Arr, I'm the pirate.
Arr.
So, yeah.
So, there's lots of things in Adventureland, unlike Liberty Square that we talked about last week.
Obviously, Liberty Square is not one of her favorites.
No. Adventureland is much more fun, I think, in my opinion.
It's adventurous!
It's an adventure! So, first up, Adventureland.
First up, Tiki Room.
Tiki Room.
Okay, so when I was a little kid, I really
40 years ago.
We're going to have an adventure when the video camera stops.
Anyways.
When I was a little kid, I really loved this ride, this show attraction. But as I get older, I kind of pick things apart. I look at it and how do they do that? And it's been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
And it is a little dated now.
It's dated, but it's classic.
It is.
You can't have Adventureland without your classic Tiki Room. And see, the problem was Disney thought that it was dated too. Mm-hmm. And they thought, ooh, how can we update this? Because they're always trying to, bring classics up to date and, keep in the now, but still keep that nostalgic feel. And they changed it. And they put Iago in it. And they put Zazu.
Yeah.
And it was not the same. The first time we saw it...
It was called Under New Management. The Tiki Room Under New Management.
It was a great concept, but I feel like it lost some of the Disney magic in it.
So, they kept that for, gosh, I don't even know how many years. But they decided, I'm sure people complained. And so now it is back to the original.
Yay!
Which it's nice. And it really is. It's nice to go in there and sit and just have, it's a cool little experience. And I like when the rain comes down in the windows. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite parts.
Makes it look like it's raining outside. It's good.
Yeah. But the song stays in your head. We listen to the song all the time.
Oh, we listen to the soundtrack all the time.
And it's definitely, it's one of those ones that you go do every time you're there.
Yeah.
But unless you just have an absolute amount of time left over at the end of the day.
Usually just once.
You just go on it once.
Yeah. And I've never had to wait in line really more than maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just a lapse of the show, because you have this queue beforehand that you kind of stand right outside the doors in this waterfall, and they do little pre-show. And that keeps your mind off of the waiting, and then you go into the big show. And it's lots of fun. It's like a little circle theater, and all the birds are in the middle, and it is a blast.
It's
you have to do it.
Okay, so then one of the other attractions that are there is the Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise is the funniest attraction not really, because the laugh floor is pretty funny. It's one of the funniest attractions at the Magic Kingdom, definitely in Adventureland. So what it is these little boats. So you're going to go on these boats, and make sure you pay attention to the name of the boats. And it is a campy, funny, it's just corny. Yeah. It's super corny. You're captain of your boat, which is on a track, and he's not really driving it. He'll throw all kinds of jokes out there, just silly, goofy ones, and they'll play around with you. So play around with your driver, and
a lot of the jokes are kind of the same from years and years and years, but they do throw in some new, updated stuff every once in a while. So that kind of keeps you on your toes, or they switch it up so that. But it definitely is a super fun, and it's a ride that you can ride in the rain, and it's just fun. It's just a really cool adventure, especially for little kids. I think they get more out of it. But even My husband laughs so hard every time at this.
He does.
They're so goofy jokes, but he's heard them tons, but he just thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I know one of the things that I did notice though, it was hard getting on and off with a small child. We parked our stroller, but because you are getting down into a boat, it's a little wobbly, and so that was difficult. So be aware of that if you have small ones. You gotta help them along. Just be prepared about that part.
And even though the boats have those little skids that you can walk on, it can be a little slippery.
Yeah.
So just watch your step. Be careful.
But it's definitely something fun, and it does. Watch the wait times on this because it can last.
This might be one that you want to grab your fast pass for.
Yeah, it definitely is something that you've got to look at the times and check your apps and check the wait times and stuff because it can get a super long line on this.
Yeah.
Next is
the Aladdin's Magic Carpets.
Yes.
Yay!
Really, this is Dumbo, but Aladdin style.
It's Dumbo, but you're in the magic carpet ride,
which is just fun. It is.
It gives it a different feel because you're in the magic carpet, and it makes it look like you're in Agrabah. It makes it look like you're there, so you kind of get that feel of it, and it's a fun. It's almost easy to miss too because it's kind of tucked away.
It's back in this little corner, so that with all these different shops and stuff, but you have these the carpets to where you're in them, but they're not as secure as Dumbo. Dumbo, you're kind of inside, and the signs are high. This is definitely to where it made me kind of nervous. Me and Libby rode it, and I belted her in and stuff, but it was kind of like it's short, small on the sides to where I'm like, oh my gosh, that kid's gonna jump out right now. But nobody did, obviously. But it's a fun ride to take for all ages, even if you're older and you don't have kids or whatever. Still ride it because it's a beautiful scenery up and around. It is just a fun little ride. And
right outside of the ride, there's this huge camel, like from the movie, and he does something really funny. So don't tell your family, all right? And if they've never been around it, make sure you place them like a few feet in front of the camel because randomly he'll spit water out on you, and it's real fun to trick people. So definitely try that out, but don't tell nobody else.
Yeah, keep it a secret right here.
Yeah, just us.
So right around the corner from there is one of the most popular rides at Walt Disney World, and it has gained popularity through the movies, and that's the Pirates of the Caribbean. What a classic ride. It is just, the song gets in your head, totally.
Oh, yeah.
It's a boat ride. Definitely go to the left if you are going down. There's two lines. Left is quicker. It's always quicker. Always left. But look around as you're going in there. We always say this, Disney's magic is in every single part. Yep. So before you go on the ride, look around at all the cute little things that they have. It's just awesome. We took Libby on this ride. Everybody rides this ride, and we ride this ride
several times.
Yeah.
For some reason, this never really backs up unless the ride is broken down.
Yeah. Which
can happen. But it doesn't. I've never had it back up really long on me. Now it's a bit of a jog but it's a bit of a walk from where you first go in the building to when you actually get down to the inside ride. So it might seem like it's going to be, but it's not. And it has a smell.
It does.
And I'm a weird person about smells. I just love different kinds of smells. And occasionally I'll like smell it and it's that kind of like old, watery, musty, I don't know. It's amazing. When you're there, you'll see it, and then you'll smell it everywhere else, and you'll be like, oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. So it's lots of fun. But the cool thing about Disney is, like we said earlier, they upgrade different ones. And this is an upgrade that they actually did well.
Yeah.
And it stuck around. Once the new Pirates of the Caribbean movies came out, they added Jack Sparrow and Captain Blackbeard. Blackbeard? Yeah, we'll go with that. You tell me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Yeah.
They added elements of them, and you can actually find Jack Sparrow running throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
So make sure you look for him because he pops up anywhere.
And one of the things is that this is a dark ride, so you go in And there are some elements that are dark to where if you've got little kids, be careful of it. One of the really cool effects that they have is that they have this like smoky, misty screen.
Yeah.
I mean, and you go through it, and it has that.
And the image of Blackbeard on it.
Yeah, it has that image. So it's really cool as you're going through because everybody's going and trying to touch it. And even Libby was trying to grab at it. So that was very cool. There is one little dip that you go down.
Don't be scared, it's not far.
It's not a big deal at all. But if you got little ones, hold on to them. Yeah. But the details are just amazing. Even the one of the classic things is when you're going underneath the bridge and the pirate's up at the top in his leg, and you see the dirt and you see the hairs on his leg. I mean, it's just every little detail is just magical. So it's such a fun ride, and definitely something to do several times if time permitting. But once again, this is something that can, if you're there on a very busy time. I know that when we went one time for New Year's Eve, the line, we waited close to 2 hours.
You did?
I did.
I've never waited.
But it was on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and they were at capacity.
The park is at capacity at 11 a.m. So, it was crazy. But it was fun because there were so many people there, and it was a fun time. But just make sure you plan the times and stuff. So, but when you get out of the ride, is a whole nother experience.
Oh, yes.
This is a really cool shop that they have that's there as you get out. It has everything piratey that you can ever think of. But they also have the Pirates League.
Yeah, the Pirates League is kind of the alternative to the Bippity Boppity Boutique. Say that 3 times real fast. The Bippity Boppity Boutique is mainly for girls. Well, it is just for girls. But the Pirates League can be for boys and girls, but mainly it's just going to be like the boys thing to do. And you can go in and just like the Bippity Boppity Boutique, you can become
Say it again.
No. You can become a princess. This one, they turn you into a pirate. They give you like the eye patch, and you can do a hat, and then they'll paint little like beards on you. It's so much fun. And again, you can go all out and do like a whole complete outfit and accessories and all kinds of stuff, or you can just do like maybe just the headband, the patch, or the face stuff.
And you get photos, you get just like at the Bippity Boppity Boutique. You could, if your mouth gets going real fast with that. But you can do that. So if you've got a little pirate that wants to get it done, it's for girls and boys.
Yeah.
So they have both that they can do for whatever. Right across the street from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, there's this little stage area.
Yeah. And
they do actually a Jack Sparrow pirate tutorial, where he comes out and do the show. I don't know how many times a day they do it.
A few. They'll have the times posted, and you can always ask a cast member.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll let you know. But it's really cool because they get people that really look a lot like Jack Sparrow, and they're far enough away at some points that you really can't see, that it's not him. Right. But they nail it. They do a great, great job. And that's lots of fun for the kids.
Yeah, definitely. And it probably lasts 20 minutes or so. But maybe not even that. It just seems like 20 minutes. But they have a couple other pirates there, and they really interact with the crowd. So that's something really fun, especially if you've got a little pirate that is just in love with Jake and the Neverland Pirates or with Pirates of the Caribbean. That whole thing. This is definitely a place where you want to hang out and spend some time. And
another fun thing you can do is, even if you're not going to, like buy a bunch of stuff and take it out, they have the hats there, and they have them for you to try on. And they have some of the what are they called? The dreads. So they have like the pirate hat with the dreads, so you can look like Jack Sparrow. And I know that we take some pictures of Chris with them on there. So if we can find them, we'll insert them here.
Yeah.
But that's always fun. And they have little eye patches, and you can just dress up in the store and just throw on a hat and be goofy and take pictures. And that's some of my favorite pictures. We're doing that in the gift shops because it's just spontaneous and fun.
Cool. Yeah. So there is one more attraction.
Yeah, I guess.
We're not a big fan.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. It's like,
it's tiring.
It really is. And you kind of pass it up. If you don't know that it's there, you really don't pay attention to it.
You just think it's a tree.
Yeah. So this was Family Treehouse. Well, it's based off the movie, and which is a cute little movie, and but this is not a handicap accessible ride in any way, shape, or form. You have to climb about 120 stairs to get up there.
Did you just pull it out?
No, I saw it. I was reading on it earlier.
No.
And I can't remember the exact, but I think it's about 120.
All I know is we got halfway up, and I was like, this is not happening.
But it's one of those things, you can't, once you're up there, you got to follow it all the way around and come down. So what it is you go up into this literal treehouse, and you go into the treehouse, you see their bedroom, you see
their kitchen,
their water pulley system.
It is cool. If you want to take the track up, do it.
And you should at least once. It's probably good, for little kids especially. I think they would really enjoy it because it's an adventure. And Adventureland. And you would just enjoy it. I mean, I think...
Give it a go at least once.
At least once. And then you know what's up there. It doesn't really change. Nothing is different.
But it just kind of goes through their story a little bit. And then it has some cool sights. If you like trails and things like that, it's fun.
We're not into that.
Nope.
So, yeah.
Nope.
So we did it. We don't need to do it again for a while.
Now we do.
Yeah, right? Okay, so that is all the rides and attractions at Adventureland, but we have one honorable mention. Mandy, will you tell us about this wonderful honorable mention?
Shame. This is the Dole Whip. You can find it, Magic Kingdom, at the Aloha Isle Dole Whip. No, the Aloha Isle. Doesn't have to open the name. But this is where you can find the Dole Whip. You can get it a couple different ways. You can get it as a soft serve, or you can get it with the pineapple juice, right?
Yeah, like a float.
Like a float. Like a Dole Whip float.
Did you enjoy it when you had it?
I've never had a Dole Whip. I cannot wait to go to Disney because I love pineapple, and I don't know why I've never had a Dole Whip. I feel like last time we even got ice cream there, and I did not get a Dole Whip. And I don't know why. It sounds amazing. If you've had it, tell me what you think about it. But I found some recipes that I want to make it for you guys and show you how to make it at home.
We're going to invite you all in to taste it.
But no, I want to invite you guys just to watch how it's made so you can make your Dole Whip at home and bring the magic there.
Yeah.
But it's a favorite. It's people associate Dole Whip with Disney. That's just kind of how you have it. They have a pineapple whip at like fairs, not the same.
No, that's really not
the same.
But you can get it in different flavors. You can get just pineapple. You get pineapple and vanilla twist. Like Mandy said, you can
just get vanilla like I did.
Or you can just make vanilla. I think they have orange there too. I'm not really sure. But it really is good. I'm not a super huge pineapple fan, but I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. So it's definitely something to try that, and it's everybody talks about it. I mean, it really is a staple Disney thing.
Yep.
But you have to look for the little stand. It's just a stand. I think it has 2 windows. So it's it's when you go into Adventureland off of Main
Aladdin.
Street.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it's before Aladdin. But you go off of there, and it's kind of off, and it's one of those things. You can just miss it because Adventureland is so lush with so much vegetation and so many
trees and just you see,
it's difficult.
It's hard to miss some things.
Yeah, so you can miss some things. So this is definitely be intentional about going there. And sometimes the lines can be pretty long, especially if it's crazy hot. So,
but it's worth it. So wait. Well, I think it's worth it.
It is worth it. I've had it. So, but I think it's definitely something you should try. Take it on to the treehouse, and then there you go. You can cool off while you're climbing all the stairs.
Right? There you go. That's the plan.
But I think that's it for Adventureland.
Yeah, Adventureland. Do you like it? What did you think about it? Do you have, a must place to go, must do in Adventureland that we didn't mention? Is there something we missed? Let us know. Leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And tell your friends about it.
Yeah, share it with everybody.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our tips and our blogs that we have up on lemonsisters.com.
Yep.
And I think that is all for now.
All right, so have a magical day.